Cheeto in the house. What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. Melissa in the house. It says underground crypto raising crypto IQs like serving ice cream on a hot day. Exactly. And it might be Friday, but we're still going to raise our crypto IQ. And we're also going to hang out and play some DeFi gaming. My favorite place to be on a Friday night is with my community. Mess with some chords real quick. Welcome to the Underground Crypto Deep Dive Show. It's been somewhat exciting, right, in crypto today. How do you guys feel? Let's do the mic check real quick. Is the mic working? It's a little bit behind, but it is working. That's all that really matters. Let's get ourselves over to the crypto bubbles. Crypto bubbles say that Filecoin pumped all the way to $3.82, almost doubled up from yesterday, from $2 to almost $4. Pretty cool. I don't think that's where it started the day, is it? $2. On the year, it's down 16%. On the weekly, it's up 105% from $1.32. So Filecoin has been moving. Render up 20%, Near up 25% because Zcash is basically built on Near. That AIA, is it holding? Looks like it's holding a decent price, right? Oh, wow. No, it went all the way to $27 and fell down to like, 10. What's it at right this second? Does it tell me? Yeah, $9.97, so $10. Man, that thing went on a tear. ICP also still going. $7.82 now. Starknet, we had talked about quite a bit. That is Bitcoin DeFi. It's at 15 cents. Can't stop, won't stop, says El Cheeto. Where is everybody tonight? Is Blues Guy playing a gig? I don't even know. He might be. He might be playing a gig. Injective. Yeah. I mean, it's nice to see a few things getting a little bit of a bounce, right? The graph. Nice 20% bump for that. TIA, Celestia, built on the Secret Network. Very interesting at $1.15. Cool, let's run down through some numbers. Hopefully we get some people in here. I didn't see anybody really in the Discord. Let me let everybody know that we're live over there. All right, posted in the Discord. Hopefully somebody sees that over there. So Bitcoin 102,830, 3,428 for Ethereum, getting a little 3.4 pump today. I like to see that. XRP $2.31. Happy Friday, everyone, says Melissa. Happy Friday. Welcome in, welcome in. Even though I already welcomed you guys. But thank you for being here, El Cheeto. BNB, $9.87. Yeah, sorry. $987.48. Almost said that way wrong. $162 for Solana, up 3.5%. A lot of this 3.5, 3.6, 4.5 you see on the 24-hour. A lot of green on the 24-hour. A lot of green in the crypto bubbles. Have we bottomed? I don't know. We will find out, though. Let's call it 18 cents for Doge, 17.9. Cardano, 58 cents. What else? We got Hyperliquid, $42.46. It's up 8.7%. So a lot of these things that dipped really hard got a nice bounce. Chainlink, $15.77. Zcash, $650. Thing is holding a lot of gains, really. People are not ready to get out of that. Stella, 29 cents. Oh, Camsta in the house. What's up? What's up? Swee, $2.16. HBAR, 17 cents. And we'll end it with Monero, since it's a privacy coin, at $365. That's our little price rundown. We do that right before we hop into the trending coins. You know. Hope everybody's having a good night tonight. Hope everybody didn't caught up short in the market or anything crazy like that. Zera. Not real familiar with that coin. That's interesting. It's up 47% in the last 7 days, though. That's cool. ICP up 164%. Love it. Degent AI holding 639% gains. Belladex. Pudgy Penguins, Filecoin up 106% in the last 7 days. Sonic, which is a rebrand of a coin you should know. ZK Sync. Momentum had that huge spike, and then looks like it just kind of came back down. I don't know what that was about. Then we have Ordi, which must have to do with ordinals, right? Let's pop over. 20 on the Fear and Greed Index. So the Fear and Greed Index still going down. Will it pop up a little bit more tomorrow with all of the good price action? I don't know. Let's go to trending coins. So we got Kite AI still trending. Lena, of course. I feel like Lena's trending #1 like every day. Should that tell us something? I don't know. Momentum. Chain Opera. Let's see any new coins. Intuition we've been over once, maybe twice. No, these are all coins we know pretty well. South Park sucks now or whatever. I don't know why. I didn't really understand it. I don't watch South Park, but it's like they said something about cryptocurrency, and then they like showed a coin or something on screen. This is what somebody was telling me in the group, and then somebody made this coin. I don't even know if I don't think the South Park people made this coin. It has very little market cap. Very interesting. So Monad, Kite AI, Zcash. I mean, a lot of the same stuff here. Canton Network, we've been over. Here's a good one that I haven't seen. Area. And by good one, I just mean I haven't seen it before. Cappy Bobo. It's just really interesting to see that thing trending, probably because of the airdrops. I did transfer my 50 Cappy Bobo airdrop, and I don't know what they're worth, right? Because the token hasn't been generated yet. So I don't really know what they're worth. But I got 50 of them. It's probably nothing. It's probably like 50 cents. That's how it goes a lot of the time. Belong. Belong is an interesting one that we went over yesterday. We will definitely go over it again. And that is what is trending between at least CoinGecko and CryptoRank. Let's see, Camsta says Pharaoh. I feel like Lifer said it differently. I can't remember how he said it, right? Pharaoh up 12%. Rail up 36%. Yep. Rail, I made a reel about that not too long ago. Let's crack some hydration live on the stream, brought to you by Zevia. Please sponsor me. I will take all the free Zevias that I can get. Hashtag Zevia. Cryptomaniac in the house. What's up? What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. Nice to see that viewership number going up slowly. So let's look at Ordi. Is this an old coin? I don't know. I think it is. Yeah, okay. So this is the old coin. I never know when somebody just comes out with a very similar name. So May 7th, 2023 says I'm in both those coins. Yeah. Y'all have been having some great conversations in the Discord. I've been peeping it. 129.9 million. Call it 130 million in its market cap. This ordi. It's got to be ordinals, right? Bitcoin ordinals. It has a Bitcoin contract address. That's very interesting. When was the last time you saw a Bitcoin contract address for a token? Also Solana. But it's funny, you look at the chain, it says it considers it Solana ecosystem and like Bitcoin's like in the background. And then also it considers it a meme. Of course, a BRC20, and it's inscriptions, right? Inscriptions is kind of like the only capability of smart contract that Bitcoin has. 21 million in total supply, and of course, circulating supply as well. Interesting. Is this thing getting a pump because of all the old coins and then also the total supply? I don't know. Yeah, Camsta says, yeah, I've been copying your coin choices. You have exquisite taste, he says. Shout out to Melissa for her exquisite taste in the cryptocurrency coins. So, Binance, OKX, OrangeX, if you know, you know. Weeks, CaseX. You can get it in a lot of different places. It's been around since 2023, and yet there is no link to a website or a Twitter. This may take me to the Twitter. A lot of times it just does a search, right? When it just has the little search thing. I'll show you real quick. So when it just has the little search, icon, the magnifying glass, I couldn't think of it for a second. When it has like the magnifying glass next to the Twitter, when you click it, it's just going to search it on Twitter. It's like a function that they have when they don't have like a direct link. So then any of these, I don't know. Any of these could be the right thing. I don't know. I'm not going to waste my time there. Let's see what notifications we got. Good old Twitter, just nothing ever happening. Like nine impressions. That means that they showed this post to 9 people, right? 9 people. That's crazy to me. Then I go to Memex. This is why I'd be over on Memex. I mean, 361, that was still way down. What did I do wrong? But yesterday's, or the day before yesterday, right? I got 1,600. So I get way more views on Memex than I do Twitter. That's for sure. Oh well, is what it is, right? But I will say one coin in my wallet is performing very, very well. Orgo on Sol. Orgo, huh? I ain't got that one, says Camsta. She's keeping that one a secret. She was gatekeeping that one. She didn't want you to have the same portfolio she has. She's got to keep a little bit for herself. All right. Where's the coin that was just here? I don't see it anymore. Am I tripping? Was that actually over here? Okay. I thought there was a coin that started with a Z. Let's refresh this. No, it's gone now. I don't know what that was about. Oh, she said she did mention that one a few weeks ago. Says I will try to make it's a group effort to make everybody rich, right? Hopefully we can make it happen. No promises, not financial advice. So momentum, we've been over a bunch of times. Kite AI. I don't want to waste a ton of time tonight going over things that we've been over a bunch of times. So if there's a coin that you see here that I didn't click on, just shout it out. But everybody in here is pretty much a regular at this point, so. Let's see. Said, I think I can get that one on Dex. I haven't tried buying anything that isn't spot. Says, Crypto Underground went over it. I'm sure there's not much that we don't go over, honestly. Aria. It has a weird ticker. ARIARP. ARIAIP. Such a weird ticker. All right, let's throw it up on the hour. This thing's pretty new today. It doesn't get much newer than today, right? Already has 53.7 million in its market cap. Very interesting. Aria is a protocol on the Story blockchain. Okay. That transfers intellectual property into tokens for fractional ownership and royalty distributions. Do you know what Story is? Ticker IP. Very interesting project. All about kind of rights to your stuff that you create, right? Whether you're a influencer or I don't know, you create something else some other way. You want to own that IP and distribute it, sell rights to that IP. It's basically what they're doing. Says Underground, I'll take the usual, put it on my tab. I got you. And that looks like fun. All right. So what is this thing? Own the Iconic. Access an early from Iconic IP RWA's real world assets. Let's enter the app because that's probably where all the interesting stuff is going on. Reject all the cookies. They're probably burnt. Connect wallet. No, thank you. Let's take a look here. So APL is a IP RWA intellectual property real world asset. Fungible token backed by a portfolio of real world IP assets. The current APL assets are partly rights to 48 songs performed by various iconic artists. That's weird. Acquired by Area to date. APL enables token holders exposure to various royalty streams associated with works, ranging from digital streams, synchronization, mechanical and or public performance revenue. So they're going to like buy, or they are buying rights to like different songs. Are they old songs? I don't even know. And then they're going to like collect on those royalties and distribute. It's kind of a cool idea, to be honest with you. Revenue by genre, pop and K-pop. Not my favorite, but they are popular. Revenue by right type, publishing, copyright, and producing income. This is actually really interesting. They do got some airdrop. I'd love to get some airdrop of this stuff. Just give me... Because the reason why this type of thing is exciting to me is because I can understand where the money's going to come from on a regular basis, right? Doesn't sound like they're going to run out of money. It might not be a ton of money. But if they play their cards right and they keep buying more, it could be really good. How is it pumped? Did you 2x? Yeah. Good question. Can you please do Orgo again? Yes, I can do Orgo again. Give me 1 second. This is a really interesting project. It says you're geo-fenced. Okay, I'm sure that I am geo-fenced. I think everybody in some way, shape, or form is geo-fenced, if you know what geofencing is. We don't need to read again what the coin is because obviously we already did that. Claim airdrop. But where is the button to like actually claim the airdrops? All right. Moving on, you can stake it. You can claim it. I have 0 available to claim. Love that. Points. All right. So, I mean, you get the gist of it. It's about rights, IP rights and stuff like that. I thought it was really cool that they bought like rights to some music. It was in pop and K-pop. So, I mean, don't you think if they bought rights to some really, really like big artist that they would tell you who they are? Seems like it would be good marketing at that point. All right, let's bring up Orgo. See, it's up 34% just today. And it says July 21st, 2025, market cap 5.6 million. Still very small, but it's starting to climb. Definitely like that. Let's go look at the monthly here. Yeah, it looks about the same. Nice. So 1 billion tokens, but only half are out. 499.9 million. Call it 500 million. That's what's out. Solana contract address, AI intelligence, AI framework. Do we have our actual Twitter? Looks like we do. Spencer Kinney. Computers for agents. I don't know if I ever looked at this. The Twitter, that is. Build computers using agents and deploy them across thousands of instances in seconds, now available for developers. Very interesting. Oh, I forgot to look to see how many followers they had. 3,523. This thing is really small. Do they have good use case? I don't know. Computers for AI agents. Orgo provides instant and scalable desktop environments for computer use agents. That makes sense. Runtimes, SDK, boot, and price is free. Free tier with no CC required. No credit card required. Okay. Desktop infrastructure for AI agents. So I guess this is really something that's only going to be super valuable if you're trying to build AI agents and stuff like this. Gives you an environment for them to play in, to be built in, however you want to say that. Looks interesting. Very, very small, very new, very small market cap. Camsta, I don't know how to measure the percentage a coin pumps. I just watch it grow and add more. So you're saying it has more pump in it. I'm not saying anything. I ain't giving nobody no financial advice now. What I am saying is that it's small and only 50. It's only 500 million out, and it's small. Tokenomics, right? Here's your tokenomics highlight of the day here. It is your circulating supply divided by your market cap that gives you price per unit. Keep that in mind. What the lower the circulating supply, the higher the market cap, the higher the price. And you just got to ask yourself, can you understand why somebody would want to buy this? It's like I do. If you want to, and I'm just saying that in general across like all tokens, right? Because that's just tokenomics in a nutshell. On this token specifically, I do get that it has a use case and that people will buy it. But it's probably going to be mostly developers and stuff like that that find it useful. I don't see a lot of regular people buying it other than maybe it's in an AI sector and they buy it because it's in AI and it has a low market cap. I don't know. That's about all I could see. That Degent AI hit 1 billion. It's crazy. It's AI. It's a computer. I don't get why an AI agent need a computer. It's more like a grounds for testing, right? Think of like a controlled environment, right? You want to have AI in a very controlled environment when you're building and testing it, right? You give it too much places that it can run left and right, it's going to be hard to dial that thing in. So Belong is a platform. We're going over Belong now. We've changed. Is a platform that connects real-world location and digital services with blockchain. This website, or the website, of course, but this project is very interesting, in my opinion. Very new. Very, very new. See a nice... Let's see. Can you see it? If you know, you know. It's what we call cryptos. I don't know, almost looks like toes. All right, moving on. Y'all didn't need that, did you? So, 4.9 million in market cap. This thing is really tiny. It's been out for, what, 2 days? Let's check their X and see how much attention they're getting. Yes, I understand the risk of going to Twitter. 56,000 followers for Belong. course, this meme, they just slap everybody's picture over it. That's just the move nowadays. 1.9 thousand impressions in 6 hours. It's not horrible. So let's go to the website. Real world on chain. I remember going over this for sure. Tokenized and AI powered event properties and engagement campaigns. I was really trying to nail it down to what exactly it was. And it's quite a few, it's a lot of different things, honestly. So tokenized real world location. So think about events, right? You're a community of some sort, of any kind of community, following whatever, and you want to generate digital keys and tickets, ticket sales and stuff, and you can do it all with this app instead of having to use like Ticketmaster and stuff like that. I thought that part was really cool. Have to keep belong on my radar and Ari. Yeah, absolutely. We'll take a look at these probably several times here. I like belong. I just like the use case, right? Like if I'm going to do an event, like say I wanted to do an event and I just hop on there, make a profile, and then I generate a bunch of NFT tickets, right? And then I start giving people tickets at the door. I got my people, I got Blues Guy and Orhan with their cell phone and their camera scanning QR codes, QR NFT tickets, whatever, however it works. Then of course, then now you come to my function, right? You have a ticket because you're in the community. You get into the function, and during the function, we do AI managed raffle, right? And so it handles the raffle, random generation of, you know, who's gonna win. I think this is a cool app, right? So here we go. Bounty marketplace for real world assets, NFT tickets for events, AI raffle and community engagement, smart space access with DPIN, content gating, and physical goods verification. So maybe some merch or something. Cool stuff. It says low circulating supply with a chance to increase market cap. That's what we need to find. Yeah, exactly. That's why, like, we came over a coin, I don't remember how long ago, and it had like 1 million token supply, right? Let's see, is that a category? Can we do that? Low supply? Now, they don't like that, huh? Let's see if you just type in supply. Yeah, they're not giving me a category. It seems like it should be a category, right? Like that to me seems rather obvious. Let's go ahead and go here. Let's do this. Please give me a list of the top 50 cryptocurrencies with the lowest max supply in their tokenomics. Let's see what it says. I think it's pretty interesting. I think it was Clanker. Yeah, I still have some, hoping it will have another run. That would be a great category. Yeah, it would be a great category. Almost too good of a category. They don't want you to know that. But ChatGPT should be able to scan and give me this really easily. Very surprised if it can't quickly give me this. Gathering from CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. It's putting in the work. Gotta love ChatGPT. If you are not using ChatGPT today, in today's world, maybe not today, I don't know what you're doing. If you're still getting on Google to Google a question, you're doing it all wrong in 2025. And pretty soon you'll be doing it all wrong in 2026. Drop the $20, get you an official ChatGPT, and man, there are so many things you could do. It's crazy. We had it code an app the other day. Now, I didn't understand how to do anything with it, but, you know, it did the work. All right. All right, here we are. So, Urine Finance, definitely one. Max is 3,666. Yeah, I don't know why they did that number. That's stupid. But we got some YFI, some GMX, Compound, Aave, Gnosis. We talked about Gnosis the other day. Gnosis actually was one of those coins that was very specific against protection against MEV attacks. If you remember, it was the number one in that category. And then, of course, you get right into coins that have 21 million tokens, right? So there you go. You're going to see quite a few of those because a lot of people copied Bitcoin, right? You have Bitcoin SV is a copy. Bitcoin Cash is a copy. Dash actually did the move to have less. Decred, which you see Decred pumping quite a bit, probably because of the low max supply. Zen, Live Peer. I don't know that one. It would have been cool if they put this in order of market cap. Rocket Pool. Check live cap and inflation for inclusion methodology link. I'm not going to do none of that. Thank you, though. I didn't actually think that ChatGPT did all that great of a job here, to be honest with you. I'm not going to argue with it. The only one I really want to look up here is GNO. GNO. My Zincy Orhan. Oh, I have Zin. Thank you, Orhan. Blues Guy must be playing a show tonight. I didn't think about that. Gnosis, GNO, 121. And that's probably, wow. Yo, that thing was, what did it say? What did it say, Gnosis? Yeah, they were, hold away. Yeah, they're wrong. Very wrong. That's why you can't trust ChatGPT. Gnosis only has 3 million in max supply? That's crazy. Like, that's really crazy. And only 2.6 of that is out. 2017. Oh, wait. I forgot I could do that. Dang it. Gotta refresh. You can, like, drag over a certain period. For anybody who doesn't know, see how I'm dragging and highlighting a certain area? It'll do that. And you can just keep doing that forever until you got to the tippity top of something. But you got to hit reload to make it go back, as far as I know. Firo up 17%. Okay. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm very surprised at how low this coin is. With a 3 million max supply, I feel like somebody would just pump it just because of its incredibly low max supply. I don't know. Really, really low max supplies like that, they get me excited for sure. I want to see ICP's max supply. Infinite. And then think about it. If a really low max supply is really exciting, then an infinite max supply is not exciting. That's how I feel about it, right? You feel how you want to feel about it. I don't know if I can trust any of these numbers that were given me, though. Because it said 10 million, and then CoinGecko, which I trust CoinGecko more, says 3 million. We should scoop some before that happen. That's likely going to happen for sure. Nothing is for sure in crypto, but I would agree with you that there's a high chance that thing pumps. We just got to deep dive it a little bit more. You know what? Let's do GNO for the founding, taking notes here, founding founders of the day, our founding founders section. Let's do Gnosis. And let's see if we can pull it up on Crypto Rank, because they do a good job of at least giving us the founders. See, you never know. A lot of people didn't come to the stream today because it's Friday. Blues Guy gets a pass because I think he's playing a show. Yo, what's up, Underground? Says Prime Minister. What's up, Prime Minister? How are you doing? Yeah, it's doing good today. Yeah, I avoid inflated token supplies. They are made to dump on you, bro. Yeah. Firo is one of my biggest bags. Not financial advice, he says. Camsta, study Firo, bro. Zek uses Firo tech. Firo is the OG. And we went over Firo. Let's pull Firo up, actually. It's Friday. We're hanging out. We're deep diving. We're raising our crypto IQ. But among other things, we're hopping around looking at the coins that the community wants to look at. And 21.4, 21 million, it's still a really low max supply, right? Canton. Yeah. Canton Network. That was on the list of things trending. We could take a look at that too. I don't know what to exactly go over with Firo, to be honest with you, because we went over Firo a lot the other day. 121.8 thousand followers. I'm just brushing up on it because we go over so many numbers. I hope I'm not expected to remember all these numbers. 16,000 impressions since October 15th. Seems a little weak, but I can imagine that this fell out of people's attention a long time ago, as it's been around since 2016, right? It's not even worth saying the month and the date because it's just 2016 at this point. I'm not trying to put it down in any way, shape, or form. It is privacy, right? And it seems to have some tech that a lot of other privacy people copied, got a hold of, are using as well. However you want to say that. Let's see what Prime Minister is saying. He's always got something great to say. Says, I guess everyone decided to get liquored up instead of liquoring up on the deep dive. Hey, I guess so. Oh, Canton mentioned this. Okay. Oh, Canton. Yeah, Fartknocker mentioned this in Discord. Yeah, bro, the community should know about Firo by now. Me and Orham was talking about it too. Yeah. Lintus Spark, bro. Yeah. I know that Lintus was a part of it too. And is Lintus a separate project, right? That's also in there. I forget where we saw that. Maybe it was on their Twitter. We read the whole website the other day. And we certainly could do another deep dive of this project, right? They even have a YouTube channel. Let's check that out. 10,000 subs. The gaps that they give as far as what they make, somewhere between 5 and 15,000 a month. It's like, that's a big gap. Which one is it? So, what's the most recent video they put out? A month ago. I love when crypto projects have a YouTube channel. It's straight sauce, right? So, yeah, could be watching these in the Discord. We could all hop on a voice call and watch some videos. I think that would be really cool. Let's pull up Gnosis here. EVM compatible, community owned sidechain for Ethereum. So it's a community owned. All right, let's see what we got here. Gnosis chain is a community owned EVM based sidechain. Governance on Gnosis chain is managed through a decentralized autonomous organization. You would know it as a DAO mechanism, allowing anyone to participate in decision-making processes, developing decentralized applications, and integrating with Gnosis chain. Products follows a similar process to other EVM-based blockchains. Transaction fees on Gnosis are paid in the XDAI stablecoin, because I'm pretty sure DAI is a stablecoin. They must have their own wrapped version, which helps reduce volatility risk and simplifies the development experience. Unlike other EVM chains where fees are paid in the native token, Gnosis chain use of a stablecoin or fees is a unique feature. I would say so for sure. Currently, transaction fees are received solely by the validators who seal the block, but the distribution method might change as network evolves. I mean, it's interesting for sure. We got our founders here for our founders deep dive. That'll be coming up shortly. So if you want to know more about the founders of Gnosis with this 3 million max supply, let's see. Circulating supply only 2.6 million. Max supply, they have it at match, says 3 million. Man, I don't know. Something about that just screams it's going to do really well. Gnosis is a hidden gem, but people don't talk about it much. Yeah. Well, maybe we can change that. Not that we're trying to pump it, but spread some awareness and raise that crypto IQ, right? Wish my microphone would stop turning. All right. So Gnosis, full stack decentralization, infrastructure, and application for an open internet. Let's go to about Gnosis, because that's what we really want, right? Oof. Yeah, those are the best ones, exactly. They will see this when they see this video, exactly. The one no one knows about. Yeah. What I really need is a strong case for why Gnosis is useful. If I can get a strong case for why they're useful, or something they're building that they're about to put out that might be really useful, then I might flip some money into this thing for sure. All right, I'm going to switch to sit down mode, everyone. Because honestly, this is a lot of reading. So this is, sit down mode is like, let's get serious. Or also, I'm tired. One or the other. Bang, bang. There we are. So let's give a little zoom in here. I really want to kind of dive deep into this coin tonight. Does anybody mind? Anybody mind if I do that? Says, bro, the best coin this cycle are hidden niches, lots of outliers. Pay attention to those projects that don't dump during crashes or corrections. These are your winners. Oh. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. It seems that way. I don't like to operate off feeling, for sure, but I have such a strong feeling. I say that as a disclaimer before I tell you about it. That we're running, at least minimum a couple months over the normal 4-year cycle, if not longer. Maybe the cycles are done. I don't know. But I feel like right when everybody gives up is when a lot of this stuff's going to pump. And I don't think it has I think it has to do a lot with what's going on globally. And I'll leave it at that. So let's talk about Gnosis 2.0. See, let's zoom in one more since it's already all messed up anyways. So first, actually, let's talk about Gnosis 1.0. So from 2015 to 2017, prediction markets and worldwide access. Gnosis launched in 2015. Whoa, I did not know that. As part of Consensus, what a Consensus system maybe that's supposed to be, with a bold mission to democratize access to reliable, decentralized information through prediction markets. So this thing is all about prediction markets. Today, this early vision powers leading platforms like Polymarket and Omen. This is not what I was expecting. That's why we do this. Enabling users worldwide to forecast events with unparalleled accuracy. As Gnosis grew, so did its ambitions. Recognizing the evolving needs of Ethereum and Web3 ecosystem, Gnosis began developing critical infrastructure that would set the stage for innovations to come. I mean, does this really fit in with all the old coins are pumping? I don't know. So then you get Gnosis 2.0. Prime Minister says, gut feelings are usually correct. You need a little bit mixed with logic. I agree that extended cycle theory is quite obvious. That is what is happening. I'm glad we're on the same page, Prime Minister, and you said that really well. I don't ignore my gut feelings, but I also don't go like storming into the building based off of my gut feelings either. I like to play a cool mix of some logic with, leaning maybe a little bit in the direction that my gut feeling is telling me, and that usually serves me real well. 2017 to present. See, I didn't know that they went all the way back to like 2015. That's crazy. I don't think it showed that on the chart, did it? Here, let's not get too distracted. All right. architecting the backbone of decentralized internet. In 2017, Gnosis transitioned into an independent entity, evolving its mission to not only build prediction markets, but also create critical decentralized infrastructure for the Ethereum ecosystem. This strategy expansion has led to the development of several groundbreaking products, each addressing key challenges in the Web3 space. Safe, formerly Gnosis Safe, launched as a smart contract platform for multi-signature wallets, Safe has become an industry standard, securing over $100 billion in assets. By solving major custody issues, Safe plays a crucial role in enhancing the security and usability of digital assets across Ethereum and EVM ecosystems. And it seems like it was Gnosis Safe, and then it just became Safe. It just like kind of became its own thing, but they're where this was incubated and birthed. That's really interesting. Cow protocol, introduced in 2021, the coincidence, but it's coincidence of wants. This sounds wild, right? Protocol revolutionizes decentralized trading through permissionless batch auctions. This innovative system offers MEV-protected trades on Ethereum, Arbitrum, and Gnosis chains, providing users with more equitable trading experience, whether interacting via CowSwap or directly through APIs and smart contracts. Cow protocol redefines the mechanism of decentralized exchanges. So if you're using a trading platform, you might want to see if they use this Cow protocol, because that seems like some sauce. There's Blue Sky. What's up? Says beautiful community undergrounders. Hola, what's good? Let's go. Man, oh man, first snowfall today. People on the road are freaking out. Slow traffic. How is everybody? Welcome in, Blues Guy. So glad to have you here. Sorry to hear about the poor traffic due to the snowfall. I've never driven in snow. I've never even seen snow. And when people talk about it, it makes me feel like I don't really want to see snow. So there's that. Lucky, I love snow. Sup, bro? Guys, how you doing? Hola. Shout out to all the real ones who are here tonight. You know who I haven't seen on the stream in a while is Bankroll, that one guy. I see him in the Discord, but I haven't seen him in the streams. Hopefully he's doing all right. Somebody say what's up to him when you see him. Ask him where he's been. So Gnosis Guild and Zodiac. We're getting deep into the sauce here. I hope people didn't think because it was Friday and we do play some games that we weren't going to raise our crypto IQs here. Gnosis Guild emerged as an incubated team of DAO-focused developers. Their flagship project, Zodiac, is a modular DAO tool system that integrates seamlessly with Safe, enabling developers to build customizable governance systems. With Zodiac, Gnosis continues to push the boundaries of what is possible in DAO development and governance. That's really cool. Gnosis DAO in 2020. Gnosis DAO was introduced to decentralize the governance of Gnosis ecosystem by transferring control of the treasury to the community. Gnosis ensured that the future of its products would be shaped by its users, promoting long-term sustainability and community-driven innovation. I think that's pretty cool. Gnosis Chain in 2021, the merging of XDAI and Gnosis DAO led to the creation of Gnosis Chain. So the chain wasn't built until 2021 is what it seems like. Very interesting. A credible neutral network focused on the accessibility of decentralization, secured by over 200,000 validators. Wow. Gnosis Chain offers a low-cost, highly reliable platform for decentralized applications, achieving zero downtime since its inception. Its trust minimized bridges provide seamless connectivity with Ethereum, underscoring Gnosis' commitment to building a scalable and inclusive blockchain infrastructure. Now we roll into Gnosis 3.0, and before we roll into Gnosis 3.0, I just want to look at something. Isn't Firo, I know I'm bouncing around a little bit, but isn't Firo mineable, GPU mineable? Prime Minister, are you mining it? Let's go to where I would have posted this. Yeah, so how to mine Firo. And if my memory serves me right, it was GPU mineable. Anybody ever mine? Yeah, it says the ticker is GNO. Yes, it is, Camsta. Absolutely. And I'm a snowboarder, says Prime Minister, so I got a thing for it, right? But I know it does cause problems if you live in an area where there's too much. Ain't causing no problems in Florida, I'll tell you that. It's hybrid, bro. Yes, you can mine it. That's pretty awesome. So are you mining it, though, Prime Minister? Because I'd like to know, because I do have some questions for you if you do mine it. Kind of like, what do you mine it with and how much are you getting? I'm in it for 50 bucks, says Camsta, putting his money on the table. So let's duplicate here and pull up Gnosis. Firo is still super interesting as well. I had no idea we were going to get into this tonight, but that's what this show is all about. Yeah, what was I looking at? Okay, I want to see how far back it says here. So it says 2017. The chain has been around since then, or at least CoinGecko has been tracking it. I was just a little confused because on the website it said that the chain in 2021 led to the creation of Gnosis Chain, but it seems like the chain already existed. So I don't understand all the ins and outs. There could be a lot of technicals there that I just not understanding, right? Prime Minister says POS, POW uses miners and validators to secure the network. This makes it difficult and expensive for a 51% attacker. No, I'm not mining. Too expensive to mine here. Okay, GNO for the win tonight. Huh. Is like electricity just really expensive where you are? I don't know. You'll have to give us the answer. So, present, future, full stack decentralization. Today, Gnosis is, so now we're fast forwarding to today, right? What is Gnosis up to now? In my opinion, this would be the most important part of this deep dive, right? Today, Gnosis is focused on scaling blockchain technologies beyond infrastructure, delivering powerful consumer-facing applications with user experiences that rival traditional systems. Backed by a robust, battle-tested Web3 tech stack, Gnosis is empowering users to participate in the next generation of digital economies. At its core, Gnosis is a collective of aligned projects, all centered around GNO token, working to revolutionize key areas like payments, decentralized AI, and open web. Each project plays a vital role in shaping the decentralized future, where the users have greater control, privacy, and access to cutting-edge technologies. Everything about what I'm reading sounds like real blockchain ethos, right? Like, this seems like what we really wanted the whole time if you really believe in the core concepts of blockchain technologies and things. And so you would think that they would have made it a lot farther in popularity, but maybe that's the exact reason why they didn't make it farther in popularity, right? GNO, come on, let's go. Camsta, if this thing goes back to all-time high or higher, you're gonna be sitting nice. Yeah, power not cheap in Japan. Japan is a sick place to live, man. I live there, like living in the future, says Camsta. Okay, konnichiwa. It's just missing privacy, as the narrative in this thing would explode. Yeah, it's got all of these MEV protection type, what do you want to call it? Narratives. There we go. So, yeah, they just really need to somehow roll that into privacy, which I could see how they would do it, because MEV protection, in a way, is privacy, where users have greater control, privacy, and access to cutting-edge technologies. So powering this evolution is Gnosis Chain, a highly secure, decentralized, EVM-compatible Layer 1 network. With its resilience and scalability, Gnosis Chain supports a growing ecosystem of products, all designed to bring blockchain's potential to the mainstream. And then, of course, there's career positions, and you can subscribe to their newsletter. What all do they got for you here? VC portfolios, labs, spin-out, Gnosis spin-outs. What does that even mean? At Gnosis, we've been at the forefront of building and scaling the core infrastructure of Web3. The Safe Project 2018 custodies $100 billion in assets, while COW Protocol 2021 is a cornerstone of decentralized finance. Yeah. I mean, they built some pretty successful stuff. I think that is good testimony to how long they've been around. I love that it's community owned, right? It's not centralized. What's up with the treasury here? Partially managed by Carpat Key. Okay. We talked already about their treasury was then transferred to the community and the DAO. Wow, that was a lot of fun. Now we're going to move into who the heck is behind it, right? Who are the minds behind this? So we'll start with Martin Koppelman. And we are moving into the founding founders part of the show. So he says, yeah, it depends, bro, but Japan not as advanced as people think. They stopped innovating in the 90s, but there are a lot of cool places like Akiba and such that have futuristic vibes. It's just, yeah, missing the privacy link. Exactly. So let's get into this guy, figure out who he is. Wait, we need to go chat. Boom, boom, boom. Is part of a crypto project called Gnosis. Please give me all the information and educational background projects he's been affiliated with that you can give me about this person. Bang, bang, let the AI do the heavy lifting. Let's see if it gives us good information. It's been doing pretty good on our last, founding founders deep dives. So let's take a look here. Role, co-founder, longtime CEO, lead contributor to Gnosis, which is an Ethereum infrastructure and prediction market. I think it's so random that they have this prediction market built into it. Seems really out of place for the whole project, but what do I know? Gnosis began inside Consensus SYS in 2015 and spun out in 2017. Okay, so we got a little confirmed that it is 2017 that it became a chain. Known for Safe, Cow Protocol, Cow Swap, Gnosis Chain, Gnosis Auction, Zodiac, Hashi, Gnosis Pay, and Circle UBI. Circle's UBI project. They mean Circle, like the people behind USDC, is affiliated with Gnosis? What is UBI? Anybody know? I'll have to look it up in just a second. So education, Germany. So IT system engineer in Germany at Hasso Plattner. I don't know why I'm trying to say it. At HPI. IT system engineering. Public profiles list HPI for both bachelor studies and continued studies thereafter. So career projects would be Gnosis and Consensus SYS, or Consens. I don't know how I'm supposed to say that, right? Then Gnosis, seems like he's worked on Gnosis most of the time, which is good. XDAI, Gnosis Chain, voting community vote merge the two together, right? This XDAI with Gnosis DAO. Today, Gnosis chain is a EVM layer 1 focused on decentralized and everyday payments. Circle UBI. Okay, so here we don't even have to look it up. Trust Graph UBI currency launched initially on XDAI. So it's like some kind of technology graph behind XDAI. Present as long-running new money experiment by Koppelman. So Circle's V2 launched in 2025, integrating CoSwap and Gnosis Pay. Okay, so I mean, I like to see that they have been building something recently. They've done stuff recently. It seems like they're still building, right? For something that's doing real infrastructure, it could take many years for them to really just have a super well put together, polished product, digital rails, however you want to call it, right? Decentralized payment network, self-custodial Visa card effort unveiled by Gnosis as part of a wider payments roadmap. So they have a Visa card, like probably some kind of collab with Visa. So what is Gnosis and Belief? No, we just want to know about the guy. We already did that. Speaking and media selected. Zero Knowledge podcast discussion on Gnosis Spun project and its chain. So ZK podcast. So they have a podcast with this guy. Hopefully it'll just take us like straight to it. Gnosis catch up with Stephen George. Who the heck is Stephen George? This guy, another co-founder. Throwing this in the Discord. This seems like it would be worth watching. I really want to know what's going on with it because I want to know if it has a strong chance. I would allocate a decent amount of funds to this if it has good, stuff coming up, relevant and exciting stuff. Maybe in here they would tell us about some relevant and exciting things. It is an hour and 11 minutes, so not crazy long. If I throw it in the Discord, I can pull it up on my phone and listen to it while I'm driving or something. Highly encourage somebody to listen to it and then give us like a breakdown of it, right? Anybody who wants to be more involved in the community, just let me know, because I got all kinds of projects for people. There's only one of me, guys. I'd love to do everything, but there's only one of me. Is involved with Gnosis chain as well. Please give me as much information about previous projects he's worked on and educational background. And if you came here for some DeFi gaming, you're in luck. We will definitely be doing that. Can ChatGPT listen to it? I don't know. That's a good question. I think I would have to have I think it could, but I'd need like a downloaded copy. What ChatGPT can do really well is if it's on YouTube, you can give it the link because it's already all broken into subtitles, right? So it has a word-for-word format of what was said, right? So let's see. This guy also from Germany, so that makes sense, from the same HPI, right, institute. One source indicates he earned a master's in IT system engineering, or what would be the equivalent, back in 2010 to 2013. Prior to that, he earned a Bachelor of Science in IT system engineering from the Universität Potsdam, whatever that is. I don't speak German. While at university, or shortly after, he and his future co-founder did various small software projects, PokerBot, before moving into crypto. Well, they gotta be rich, right? Because they've been in crypto a long time. Since that was back in 2007 to 2010, and then later they got together, did some stuff before moving into crypto, so they were there at the beginning. Career and key projects. Here are major highlights of Stefan's professional journey. Early interest Stefan began programming early, mid-teens, pursued software engineering. Around 2013, he became interested in Bitcoin, and together with his future co-founder, worked on a Bitcoin-based startup for sports betting. Stefan co-founded Gnosis with Martin, who we already went over, as part of the incubation via Consents SYS. They started building on the then nascent Ethereum network. Okay, I get what they're saying there. He served as the co-founder and CTO of Gnosis. Key projects: Gnosis began with prediction marketing on Ethereum and then shifted actually to infrastructure. So it doesn't seem like they're very involved with this whole prediction market, which makes a lot of sense if you kind of background check or go back to what we were talking about here and see how they first started up with where does it say it? Where they started up with working on a bot, right? A poker bot. And then they tried to work on a prediction market for sports betting, right? And so they began with this prediction market kind of idea, and then they shifted into infrastructure. So it doesn't seem like they're really doing all that other stuff anymore, which is very interesting. Stefan mentioned working on core infrastructure when Ethereum was young, so he even might have worked on Ethereum, building simulations, test tools before common framework existed. In interviews, he highlighted the shift towards payments and making crypto accessible. Why does this matter? Stefan's background is very engineering heavy, full stack development, which means that they got somebody with a strong engineering mind at the top of this project. It means they're probably going to continue to build and do things. His trajectory shows a shift from experimentation with the prediction markets and early dApps towards infrastructure like tooling and real-world application, payments, wallet chains, things that would be a lot more useful and widely used. In interviews, he emphasizes usability, real-world use case, it's what I was just saying, and normalizing crypto payments, not just speculative trading. All right. And that's really all I want to look at. Were there any other founders? I don't want to go over every single person here. Oh, this person is also a co-founder? Feels like a lot, doesn't it? I mean, just off of these two first people, it seems to me like they have some pretty brilliant minds behind this project. So next event. So they have ETH events in Palau. I think this is literally where the lifer is going. This is where the lifer is going next, right? It says days and hours, right? So it's over. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Sao Paulo. Oh no, he's going to Portugal. Okay, sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm American. I'm allowed to be geographically challenged, even though I'm not as geographically challenged as a lot of other Americans I know. All right. So I think we really thoroughly wringed all the juice out of that. And let's talk about some other things. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Blues Guy says, always on top of his game. Let's go. Appreciate you. What's the game we played and mastered last night? Blues Guy. I really actually wanted to play that game again tonight on stream. So hopefully Prime Minister will get in on it. I accidentally placed a long on Gnosis. Oh no, I thought I was spot buying. Foro logo looks like, I think it means Firo maybe. Logo looks like Flare logo. Interesting. Yeah, and we were just talking about how you could potentially mine Firo. I don't really know what the oh, that sounds like a good ChatGPT question, right? We'll just do ChatGPT research. FIRO is a crypto project that is proof of work, and I would like to mine it, but I'm not sure in my area if the energy would be worth it for what I pay for electricity. Can you do the calculations and figure out if I would be profitable or not? Bang, bang. I've never asked it a question like this, so we'll see what it does. All right. And we can kill that Gnosis thing. That was really interesting about Gnosis. I learned a lot for sure. And by the way, the game that we were playing, sorry, Blues Guy, I never really answered you. I do apologize. It's Panzer Dogs. Was it Prime Minister or Mr. J that gave us this game? I don't know why. I think it's because they both live in Japan. I get them a little bit mixed up. I do apologize. Not when I'm talking to you at all, but just like when I'm thinking about who said what or gave us what. I want to say Mr. J gave this to us, but it could have been Prime Minister. I'm sure he'll fill me in. Hey, Camsta making the big money in the group. We're going to send our invites out. Who is Mr. Foreigner? Camsta says, that was great, Underground. What a smart idea to find coins with low circulating supplies. There's a lot less than I would have guessed. Yeah, exactly. It was me, fam. I thought so, Prime Minister. I sure did. All right, so Furo GPU mining profitable scenarios as of November 7th, 2025. No idea. Yeah, they want to know what kind of GPU I have. I also would like to know what kind of GPU I have because I have no idea. Bang, bang. I don't even know. I should know, but I don't. And I could probably find out easily, but I'm panicking, so I don't know. All right, I see a newer name in here, Mario Sanchez. Maybe I've seen that before. They've changed a lot of the names. Are you playing Legends of Ymir? No. We're not. That's me, Mr. Foreigner, in the game. Yeah, Prime Minister, I got you. So what is this Legends of Ymir? Oh, what's the ticker for that? Is it Ymir? Let's find out real quick. What happens if we type this in? What is it? Ymir? Okay, that's probably not the ticker. It was a good try though. Just ChatGPT's getting everything now. Please get me a website for a DeFi game called Legends of... I didn't say Ymir because it would have gave me the wrong thing regardless. We got ChatGPT working overtime today. So waiting for people by WeMix. You a real one, Prime Minister. Exactly. And welcome in, Mario Sanchez. Are you in the Discord? Link to the Discord in the chat for sure. And I got a question for everybody. Drop a 111 in the chat if you have a cold storage wallet. And then drop a 333 if you don't have a cold storage wallet. So if you do have a cold storage wallet, drop a 111. If you don't have a cold storage wallet, drop a 333. Nobody wants to play with me. Play some battle bots. Let's see, what do we got? If you like official website, bang, bang, bang. All right. We'll pop over there. We have way too many tabs up, that's for sure. Let's kill a couple tabs here. So, break even, revenue a day, oof, at 0.2. And how much is a Firo worth? Oh, $1.95.2. What, you're getting, be like 30 cents? Be a little more than 30 cents, probably like 38 cents. So Camsta doesn't have one. Yep, Tandem and okay, so a lot of people do, not banks, Forum. Okay, the reason why I'm asking is because I use Ledger And as of today, one of our, I don't know what you want to call them, main sponsors, not a sponsor, but we'll be talking about on the channel probably quite often, is Ledger. Let me pull it up here. Also need to make sure I drop it in the Discord. So if you don't have a cold storage wallet, it's not financial advice, but I recommend that you get one personally. And it is something that I will be kind of putting out there for everybody. There is an affiliate link in the Discord. And you can take a look. Ledger, they have touchscreen devices now. I have, from way back in the day, I have the Nano XO, or Nano X, sorry. The S is just smaller. It holds a lot less. He says, bro, I got locked out of my Nano. I don't like them. Blues guy, not sure how that would happen unless you didn't know your password, maybe. Or you put it in too many times incorrectly. You don't have to be sorry. I've been using my Nano X for years and years and years. I'm not sure what happened to you, but as far as I know, they're reliable products. I mean, that's where I keep a good bulk of my money. So I definitely consider them reliable products. I do like that they've come out with these touchscreen devices. That's cool. And they have all kinds of different stuff. So there's an affiliate link. This is kind of I gave you guys a little heads up that I was going to be talking about some affiliate products. This one, very relevant to crypto. I like the peace of mind and security. I like the fact that I've used this thing for years. I've never really had any trouble with it or scares, or I've never been locked out of mine. So I don't know what happened to Blues Guy. I would like to know more about your story about that, Blues Guy. Maybe we can talk about that when we chat on Monday. But yeah, so if you don't have one, I think it's a great thing to have. It creates an air gap, right? Why is it cold storage wallet? Well, it's cold storage because it's not hooked up to the internet 24/7 like what we call a hot wallet would be. That's pretty much any wallet you have online, Soulflare wallets, you know, any wallet that you would have that's just on the internet, like a MetaMask, is what we consider a hot wallet. This is cold because there's an air gap, meaning it is not connected to the internet until you connect it and actually do stuff. And even when you connect it, you have to put passwords in, and it's very secure by all of my understanding, obviously, and I use it personally. I'm not trying to tell you about a company that I don't use, and I've used it for years. I didn't buy one a week ago and then, you know, show it on stream and act like I've been using it. Haven't used it in 2 years and now I can't access. Blues Guy, I might be able to help you with that. I've used mine quite a bit. I'm not sure what happened, but we'll talk about it on Monday. See if we can't figure it out, because as long as you know your password and stuff, you should easily be able to reset that thing. They forced everyone to upgrade to Nano S Plus, the old Nano S and X no longer being supported or updated. Okay, I'm not sure when. See, I bought mine a while ago, but not like 5 years ago. I bought it probably 2 years ago, something like that. And so I'm not sure if I have a newer one or an old one, but it's good to know. Said they forced everyone to upgrade to Nano S Plus. Nano S Plus, are you okay? So Mario, are you saying that they had versions of it before the Nano S Plus, right? And then so they outdated all of the other versions? I think that's maybe what you're getting at here. And when you get one, like say I wanted to upgrade from my Nano X to like one of these touchscreen ones, I can transfer, I can upgrade. I can just, when I get it, instead of setting up a new key, I just import my old key and then I could use it on my new device. So it's pretty simple as far as that goes. So if you did need to upgrade, is it questionable about them making people move all the way up to the Nano S Plus? Are they going to phase these two out later? I don't know. That is very interesting. It says Phantom Wallet is a hot wallet. Yep, exactly. Camsta says, do you need cold storage to get airdrops? No, not at all. You can get airdrops pretty much to any wallet. Blues Guy, if you got your seed, just import it into a new ledger and your old ledgers are done anyways. There you go. Yeah, buddy, we chat Monday. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to say what Prime Minister said for sure. I don't like having to update my ledger. It sounds like I can't anymore anyways. Maybe if you have one before the Nano S Plus, I mean, it's crypto technology, you know, emerges, and sometimes you have to get better stuff. Many products out, you know, phase out old products for sure. Yeah, the old ledgers are no longer supported. Just import your seed phrase in a new device, but I wouldn't recommend keeping the old ledger for security reasons. Interesting. And they're talking, for anybody who watches this later, they're talking about anything older than the Ledger Nano S Plus. I came in when they had these, so they must have already phased out selling the prior versions before I bought mine. Camsta says, so how do you buy and sell stuff on a cold storage wallet? Well, they do have a marketplace on the cold storage wallet for sure. And so you can swap some things right in the wallet. For me, a lot of what I do is I'll send it out to an exchange. So I'll send from my ledger to Coinbase, swap, buy, send to my bank account, whatever I want to do, and whatever's left over or whatever's new that I want to send, then I just send it over to my ledger. And I have a Trezor as well. I do have a Trezor, and I did not have a good experience with Trezor. I don't know whose fault it is. I don't know if it's mine or if it's theirs, but I probably won't be using Trezor any longer because of it. So I didn't get like hacked or anything like that I know of. I don't know what happened. I had a couple $100 in it. A part of me wonders if I moved it out of it, but I can't figure out why I would do that. I don't know why I would have moved the couple $100 off of my Trezor. I don't think I did. And it's showing that I have nothing in there after an update and stuff, and I've tried to mess with it a million times. I don't know. Because even if I had moved, here's my problem with it. If I had moved the money out of my Trezor in my history of transaction, there should be history of me moving stuff, and there's nothing there. So I don't know what's up with that. How do you buy and sell stuff on Corso? We already answered that. Bro, always update. Its new security features are constantly being implemented. You don't want to be vulnerable to a new attack, says Prime Minister. Yep, exactly. I have Nano X, so it's old. I have to update Trezor too. I hate doing it because I feel like I'm going to lose everything I have there. Yeah, Melis, I agree. A lot of times it is a little bit of a nerve-wracking thing. No, you won't, bro. Your assets are on chain, not the device. The device doesn't hold your crypto, it holds your keys. Exactly, Prime Minister. That's a pain, man. I'm old school. As I figured out my old Nano, I need upgrade paper and pen. Your keys are generated from a public address. This is how cryptograph works, and your keys are decrypted and encrypted your funds. Yeah, exactly. Prime Minister spot on here. No problem, guys. Your main concern is to keep your keys safe. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, long story short here, this is something that I'm going to be letting everybody know about on the channel. If you're interested in getting one, I mean, you can get some that are rather expensive, of course, with any type of product. There's the high end, right? Nice touchscreens, all that jazz. And then you could go as cheap as $59. I think the $150 option is a decent option. You might want to go with this one, though, the Gen 5, in case they phase some of these older ones out in a couple of years. So keep that in mind. And yeah, I really like a lot of this stuff that they have. I've not had an issue with Ledger. Not like I had issue with Trezor, but I don't want to talk bad about Trezor because it could be my fault. I might have moved the money somewhere else and not remember doing it. I don't think that was the case, but I might have. What is the global website? Okay, so somebody came in here, talked about Legends of YMIR. I need to know a little bit more about this. So this was, and he's still in the chat, I'm pretty sure. This was Mario. Mario, can you tell us more about this project that you mentioned? Is this a crypto project or blockchain, right? Is this a blockchain project or is this just a random game? It says available on App Store, so I don't even know if it's available for download. I don't know. Seems very like World of Warcraft-ish, but like Vikings. Valhalla Trials does seem very Viking, which nothing against that. The champion is crowned. Wemix. Why does Wemix sound so familiar? I should know what Wemix is. Victory awaits in esport. I love that this is not lagging. We're not having this lagging issue. Ever since I went in and did some moving around and some changing of settings in OBS, which we use to stream with, getting a lot smoother stuff going on here. It's pretty cool. And I'm going to be actually putting that to the test today. Let me bring it up. It's going to go black screen for like a half a second. Please forgive me, guys. It's annoying. I don't know why I can't just keep it up. But if I minimize something, then it just goes black screen. All right, and we're back. So yeah, I'm interested in potentially playing this if it's a blockchain game. Wemix. I'm going to pull that up. I've heard of Wemix. Okay, here's Wemix. Is this the old mirror from back in the day, says Prime Minister? I'm not sure. Mario gave it to us. Mario Sanchez. Maybe you guys could ask him. It says blockchain up there. Well, maybe I'm just dumb. Where do you see blockchain? And what is up there, Camsta? Oh, blockchain. You're right. It does. It does. How did I miss that? Yeah, Wemix. Okay, I got it figured out here. No NFTs are currently listed for sale. So whether they're all bought up or they haven't generated NFTs maybe in a long time. What is the other option? Character NFTs? I don't know. Is it a good thing that there's no NFTs? I'd like to see a community where there was a lot of buying and selling of digital products within the ecosystem. Yeah, after event. I got it, Camsta. Thank you. Legend YMIR. Share the loot, share the glory. Play now. The game will start soon. Download. Okay, so it looks like I can download it. So we will do that. I'll let the security thing go through and tell me if it's legit or not. I'm sure it is. Oh, let me plug the computer in 1 second. Let's get that 10 gigabytes straight from the router going. 1 hour left. Oof. I don't know why it would be that slow. That must be like a huge download, right? Usually you download the launcher and then inside the launcher you get the actual bigger install. Guess we'll just let that thing cook for a minute, right? This thing, I thought I had messed it up a whole bunch earlier. Oh, you can't see it because I don't have it on the screen. This is P12. Let's try to switch here. Window capture. Okay, so that's not doing the right thing. I love when it doesn't do the right thing. Bang, there we go. And we'll be changing this in 2 seconds. This is just the launcher, really. So let's go ahead and change this to the actual game. All right, I guess the game hasn't fully opened. I already hit play now. It's opening up, but it's not fully open yet. I want to see if this will run smooth, because if this runs smooth, that'd be cool. The other game is downloading, right? What is going on? Okay, this just needs to update here. All right, let's port us in so you can see what I'm seeing here. Bang, bang. Not exactly sure what is going on here. It's just taking a minute to load. All right. All right, now it's finally loaded and it's actually, well, okay, now it's smooth on my end. At first, it's the lagging you're gonna see at first is literally in my computer and everything. Let's see. Yeah, it looks smooth now. Cool. This was one game we tried to play a while ago, and it did not run smooth. So this game is built on the Merlin chain, which is like supposed to be affiliated with Bitcoin, like Bitcoin DeFi type of thing. What exactly it entails, I don't know, because I never really dove a whole lot into it. I did stake some Bitcoin, not a lot, just a little bit of Bitcoin, probably like $40-50 worth with this project. So there's that. And that's really all I know about Merlin chain. I think maybe they gave up on the project, LOL. So, Mario, are you still playing this game? The whole game that you gave us? Because it's a huge download. Do I want to download all this? I might have to look into this a little bit more before I download it. I had to kill the download for a second just because we need a cryptographer simulator. I'm not sure what that is, Camston. So this game works in seasons. If you I always pick the dog. So you come in, you pick like a base pet, right? I always oh wow, it just crashed. I love that. No idea why it just crashed, but the game crashed and kicked us out. Okay, well, I guess we'll go back to this. I was expecting it to be super laggy, but at this point, that was not the issue. I will have to try it again in a minute here. I don't know what happened. It was running. I did have a download going on at first, so maybe that was a big issue there. Sorry for the black screen, guys. Should be back up here. All right. Yeah, you were downloading. Yeah, I think so. AAA title, he says. And if we can get it to not lag, I mean, I have lots of different blockchains we could play, honestly. I did get some boxes to open. Can we get some good gear? Unable to remove from inventory. Okay. Maybe I need to refresh this thing. Let's refresh it. I want to open these 3 boxes, see if I got like a new gun or something I can use. That would be cool. Let's open up. So does it open all 3 at once, or do I have to open them individually? Yeah, it looks like I have to open them individually. Nope. An uncommon ingot. Looks like material. Love Rise card pattern. Man, I was really hoping for like a gun or a tank or something. All right, we're super close to having enough gear. So when you play games, they give you gear, right? And when you get to 1,000 gear, you can open a box. They also have the more rare premium packs. I actually got 10 of the gems the other day. I don't know what I did for them, but I did get 10. Mario says, at this moment, it's the only one I am trying. For me, Web3 games are not doing a good phase, and I play a lot of games. LOL. Yeah, Mario, it's true. Web3 games are having trouble. There's a lot of them building. Like, there's a lot of Web3 games building, but not a lot that are doing really well. He says, wait, are we playing, says Blues Guy. We could be. Gotta accept my invite here. If you accept my invite, we could be playing. Oh, he joined. And I don't know what happened yesterday, but we gotta make sure we're linked up here. Because the last 2 games we played yesterday, you said you weren't in. I don't know why. It said that you were like had the little check mark and that you were ready. So I'm not sure what that was about. All right, let's go. So look at sand. It fell off really hard. Yeah. I don't know about sand. Like, I know what it is, obviously, but I don't know how it's doing nowadays, right? Down. All right. All right, you're in here. Back up. I got you. Maybe. Oof. Wow. Oh, I got him right as he was trying to get some health, too. You really got to shoot, like, way in front of him. Blues Guy, I'll cover you. Come up here, get that other health. Got him. Sorry guys, I can't read the chat right now. Cooking with gas in here. If anybody else wants to play, Prime Minister, if you want to get in on this. Chattelec says, yo, totally late to the party. What's going on? Hey, we've been deep diving Gnosis and Firo, and we did our top-down analysis. What am I talking about? It's not like Lifer. We did our what's trending and top gainers type of research that we normally do, but really this is DeFi Gaming stream. So now we finally moved to the part where we get to play some DeFi games. And what's going on here? Looks like Sand fell off hard. I own both Sand and Gala. Never tried a single game of theirs. Gala, we play this one, Townstar, all the time on the stream. I think I tried Decentraland a few times. It was god awful. Well, that's interesting, Camstub, because I looked at it and I never quite was able to make an account. Well, I probably was able to. I never got around to making an account. Seems like we have so many people here, but it just be telling me there's only 9 people here. It's crazy. All right, we're ready for another round. Let's run it. After the next game, let's send an invite to Prime Minister. I don't know if he might be working or something. I don't know. Maybe he can play, maybe he can't. All right, we're locked in. Ooh, I like this map. I like when they have the little green barriers that you can use to save you when they're chasing you and you're out of bullets. Alright, now blue sky is moving. Let's go. Oh, he comes popping out of the grass. Dang, he's using my own tricks against me. Let's go. Oof. Come on, come in. Got him. Getting down the whole like shooting where they're gonna be and not where they're at is difficult. Dang, and I am royally failing at that. Grab me some health. He's hiding in our own base. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, no, you don't. Got him. Oop. Upgrade that health. Got him. How's the music, everybody? Is it still playing good? Yeah, send the invite next. I got you. I got you next round for sure. Right, 8-1. We still won, and then we will get Prime Minister in there. Camsta says send invite for next. Not sure what you're talking about here. I thought it was Prime Minister who said that. Camsta, if you're trying to play, you got a friend request us. Just post in the Discord your number. So let's see. When you go to friends, you'll see your code down here in the bottom. Yeah, we crushed that one for sure. Campsys says, how do you join? Oh, still in tutorial. Yeah, we're going to play another round. You finish the tutorial, and then you'll see these little two people up in the right-hand corner. Click on that. You'll have a friend code. Copy and paste that into the Discord, and then let us know. Let us know that you did that. And once you did that, we'll add you as friends, and then, or I'll add you as a friend, and then we'll go ahead and send you the invite. We could all play together. Games where we can all link up and play would be a ton of fun. And shout out to everybody on a Friday night. At least Friday where I'm at. Could be different for everybody, I guess. Got one. I got one. I like that rocket launcher. Or rocket launcher. Not what I meant. Flamethrower. Flamethrower was fire. Oof. Got two. I'm up to 3 as far as I know. I took some damage though. Get some of that health. Bang. Got another one. Up to 4. Sorry, I took the health, Blues guy. You might want to go grab it. Ooh, got another one. Blues guy, you might want to come grab this health over here. I'll back you up. I got the fire launcher. Oof, got another one. I don't know what I'm up to now. Well, I guess underground. Blues guy got killed. Sorry, I'm trying to think and talk and play at the same time. Not doing the best. Ooh, give me that flamethrower for the win. Oh, you can't break down the brick with that? That sucks. Ooh, got him. Ooh, shouldn't have shot all my shots, huh? Got another one. I don't know what I'm up to. 6. Cooking. I love that it's not lagging, too. That is awesome. Finally, some smooth gameplay. They said it couldn't be done. 8. Got him. Campsta, you finished that tutorial yet? The rounds go really fast, which is really nice. Yep, 6 kills, 2 assists. Let's go. Said lagging this game. Blues guy was lagging on the stream, or you were. Oh, it says he disconnected. So maybe it was him. Maybe he was lagging. Yep, all done. All right, go to the social media part of the Discord or the Hangout. He says, wait, yeah, I'm waiting, man. I got a premium box. I'll definitely re-invite you. No worries. All right, let's go. Bang, hit the re-invite. Must sign in with username, says Campsta. I don't know what that means. Campsta, if you're watching on the stream, up here, the 2 little people, friend code. Hit us with that friend code. I need to do an upgrade to my tank as I finally got something decent. Let's see, down here. Oh yeah, let's roll with that. I don't even know what this does. Does it tell us? Better acceleration, speed boost, turn rate. Okay, so it's on there. Good to go. We're gonna run another round. Campsta, let us know what your username is, or your friend, whatever. I've explained it several times. Click on the 2 little people, the little friend icon. It'll have a little code. You click it, it'll automatically copy and paste it, or copy it. Then go paste it in the Hangout or in the social media part of the Discord, and I will grab it and friend request you. Then you will have to approve it, and then we will invite you. Get cooked, bro. Cooked. Bang. Bang. Oh, how did I get hit? I wasn't paying attention to my health. Gotta get the reload here. Dang, I have less health now that I switched out to these different tracks. That kind of sucks. Man, we're getting cooked a little bit. This is spicy. Oh, I don't know how he sidestepped that. Got him. You really got to predict where they're going to be before they're there and shoot like where they're going to be. It's actually not that easy. I like that they did that because the game is really simple, right? So you kind of really needed to put some kind of something that was going to give some difficulty level to the game. Otherwise, the game would be way too easy. Okay. It says maybe because I don't have a... No, you don't need to link a wallet. Friend code is grayed out. I think you need to play more. You probably... I think the same thing happened to... or refresh it. Try refreshing the website. Maybe I have to level up a bit. Yeah, we had the same thing with Blues Guy. I don't remember what it was. Maybe he needed to refresh it. Maybe he needed to play one more game. But you should only need to play a game or two. They're very short rounds. All right, now I'm going to go to the shop. Blues Guy, if you haven't done this, you see your up here, your gears or whatever that you get for playing. You can use them to open boxes. That's how you get some better gear. The only really good gear that I got, though, was from the premium box that I don't know. I just got awarded a premium box at one point. I don't really know why, but I did. Yeah, play one or two. Blues Guy's saying wait. I was just opening some boxes. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that check mark to pop up by your name. I actually really want to go check out like the marketplace for these things, and I want to see what... Oh, I got 10 more gems. I want to see what the NFTs are and what they cost, right? Where's Mr. J? Oh, no, wait. It was Prime Minister who told us about this, right? Pretty soon we'll have Camsta. We'll have like a whole 3-on-3 team. Blues Guy said wait. I'm not sure what we're waiting on, but I'm waiting for that check mark to pop up next to his name so that I know he's ready. Here's another game. Somebody said they never played Gala games. So far, this is really the only Gala game that I play, just because it's such an idle game, and I can kind of just pop it up every once in a while, sell a few things, just when I need like a good little 5-minute break in between stuff that I'm doing. Let's pop back over. Still waiting on Blues Guy. He had to do something. So Filecoin back to $3.30. Love to see the graph getting a pump. That's nice. Says invite, please. Hit you with the invite. Check the Discord, the main hangout. At Cryptardo, we watching the show. Believe that to be Mr. J. Yeah, he said that at 8:21. That was right before the show. All right, ready to go. After this game, Camsta probably be ready to play. Then we'll have a good match. Let me get rid of a few. I don't know what just happened. Go away. Get rid of a few things that we don't need. Shout back out to Ledger if you need one. There is a link in the Discord. Remember, you gotta try to shoot where they're gonna be, not where they're at. Got him. Got another one. Oof, just barely missed. Got him. Hit that health. Got him. Oh wow, that guy popped out on me just out of nowhere. We're cooking though. 9 kills. I like it. Got one. Grab this health. I like this upgraded like track that I got. Makes me way faster. Such quick games though. I love that. They do have another version, and they have another version that is King of the Hill. Actually was meaning to make myself a little smaller here. Is that better? All right, it seems a little better. All right, let's run back in. All right, how's Campsta doing? Is he ready yet? Next thing you know, we're going to have like underground crypto competitive league, Panzer Dog League. We're going to be crushing. We're going to have high valued NFTs. And this thing is still in beta and stuff, right? So like, I don't know, there might be more to come with this game. Posted my gamer code in GameFi, but I actually have to go. Okay. Well, we'll have to catch you next time. We're probably going to play this thing a lot, you know, in our kind of wind down for the stream. First blood. So when we kind of wind down the stream, this is like a game we're probably going to be playing quite a bit. Yo, somebody get that health. Could have took it, but I wanted to leave it for somebody else. He walked right into it, just like he was supposed to do. Definitely seemed like I should have got him with that one. Got him. 10-1. Man, we are cooking them. Yep. Later. Let's go ahead and grab social media. Huh. Campsta said he posted my gamer code in GameFi. Okay, well that makes sense. Let's go. Leveled up to level 11 and got a basic light turret. I don't know what that means. Like, I want the heavy damage. I like the basic turret. So let me hop in here, go to GameFi real quick, which makes a lot of sense. Let's grab Camsta's link. Hop in here, go to friends, request, or add friends. Fee, search. New record, that's what's up. All right, Fartnacker, let's send the request. Let's do that. And that's how easy it is to add people. And we should run another round. Congrats. Who got the record, me or you? I was not paying attention. Gotta say, I've been enjoying this game a lot. It's simple, but with the way that the shooting works out, kind of laggy just a little bit, it kind of gives it a little bit more, how do you say it? It makes it funner, I guess. It gives it a level of difficulty. This guy over here, he's fast, but he doesn't really like to actually play. Keeps running away. Nice, good one. Got him, double kill. I don't know if we're really good or if they're really not that good. I don't know what the dealio is there. Got 41 seconds left. Ooh, got him. Hit that heal. Got him. Oh, 10-1. Blues guy said aye. Good job, Blues guy. Looks like I might have been stealing Blues guy's kills the whole time because I got 7 kills, but he got 6 assists. So I'm pretty sure I just stole his kills the whole game. Let's open another chest. Hopefully Blues guy heard me about the chest. Haven't really got any good equipment yet in the chest. Seems like those are only in the premium packs that you get like good equipment. Everything else is just like extras. All right. So let's pivot for a second here. And let me see if I can pull up this other game. I don't know if it's going to let me play it. It's kind of annoying. That was the last time I'm going to try this game. Otherwise, I might need to delete it and re-download it. Oh, yeah, chests. Yeah, see if you can open some chests. You have to have 1,000 gears to open them. Of course, this thing is not working again. Very annoying. I know I didn't have it down for this long. There we go. And we are rolling up on only 2 hours of being live. It's crazy. We must have moved through stuff really fast earlier. Blues guy, just keep it up. We'll play another round here in a minute. In a little bit. I want to try this game. I really want to see it. It was running smooth. I don't know why this game keeps crashing. I may have to pull a different game up. But if we can play games and they run smooth, oh man, we got a lot of games. Got a lot of games to play. GameFi Friday will be far more lit and far more gaming. All right, let me swap it over so you guys can see what's going on. Bang. Now, I don't have a game downloading like I did before. It looks crazy. We're like in editor mode here. I did this last time. Mystic Ninjax. It's taking a minute to load in. I'm thinking there's a corrupted file in this game. The loading part is a little slow, probably because we're streaming. But it keeps like crashing, and then every time it crashes, it opens up my like external hard drive files. So I'm thinking I moved the game into my external hard drive, and somehow one of the files got corrupted. So I might need to delete this game and then re-download it. It's a little annoying that you run like, 100 feet over, and then I have to go through like another loading process. It's almost like a mini game within the game. I do like how smooth it's playing though. I did have to obviously drop the graphics down a little bit in order to get it to play smoothly. That's annoying. I have like aside from like business internet, I have like the fastest internet you can get. So this is where it crashed on us earlier. Hopefully that's not gonna happen again. So in the little bottom here, we got collectibles, and you can collect. They give you some money because in this game you have energy, and your energy is like how you mine stuff. But if you try to do it when you first pop on and you don't have very much like power, right? You're not very strong, then it's not really a great idea. So I mostly want to buy these big ones, right? Give me 2 of them. Bang. And in like a minute, I'll be able to collect some more. So you'll see you'll have different things going on. This thing is still being built out, right? This thing is heavily under development still. So you have like this vitalize where you can kind of like combine them. This thing is just how you get out of here. So this is like a little mini game, and this thing works in seasons, right? So every time there's a season, it starts over. That's why I don't have any of these pets or anything. And then it just like, I don't know how far it goes, but you can buy, I think you buy them with money. Yeah. So you have 2 different currencies in here. You have gems and you have money, and you can use the like coins to buy this next spot. Not really worth doing yet. I'm kind of waiting for this next little package to open up. And when it opens up, I'll be able to buy. I kind of don't want to waste. I'm almost like for once trying to do this right, I don't want to waste any of my energy until I can kind of get the best pets that I'm gonna have, right? So Mario Sanchez says a lot of games, yes, but where's the crypto? LOL. So you have play to earn value, and then you have play to own value as far as different games, right? So in this game, there's leaderboards and stuff. You can earn crypto for sure, and it actually, these little coins here up at the top, they definitely are a cryptocurrency that you can use to buy in-game products. And then of course you win because it's like seasonal, right? There's leaderboards and stuff and different things you can do. That's how you earn crypto in this game. Mantle just launched a token. It's Lowe's 2, 50 million supply good community 2. The crypto is in the first hour. Yeah. So Mario, the crypto is in the first hour and a half, brother, on Fridays. A lot of times we go way longer than that, but the show starts at 8:30 New York time, and we go over a ton of crypto stuff. So you might want to just go back and watch the stream from the beginning, because that's where we talked about, I mean, we deep dived all kinds of different stuff. We looked at projects that have really low max supplies. Then we came across Gnosis. Gnosis we looked at yesterday in our deep dive of MEV, maximum extractable value, which are different types of attacks that are done by validators. We've been pulling sauce. Like, we've been doing a lot of deep dive and a lot of research. We've deep dived the founders of Monad, a new layer 1 that just came out. Yeah, okay, yeah. All right, I'll stop with what I was saying. Mario Sanchez means in the crypto games. Okay. Cool. I was hoping you didn't think we'd just be sitting around playing games and not doing crypto. But yeah, in the actual games itself, it's hard to find games that actually are real crypto games. This has crypto in it and has leaderboards and different ways to win. I actually haven't played this game in a while, so to be completely honest with you, I don't know exactly what all they have going on. This is one part of the game. I'm going to show you another part of the game that's actually, I don't know, probably cooler than this part of the game. And but we'll do that in a minute once we because once we spend all of our energy, once we run through this energy, it takes time to like build back up. And so they have like a tower defense game. So from my understanding of playing this game and all the stuff that they have, it seems like it's a big metaverse kind of thing. Almost like World of Warcraft free roam and stuff. And then there's mini games in it and all the mini games are seasonal, right? So you could like pick one and just merge out on it and try to actually get some earnings and stuff like that. You can stake. So one thing I do is that I stake some like Merlin wrapped BTC. I forget how I even did it. It was a long time ago. And so I'm earning the cryptocurrency of this game, and I can use it to send over to the game and buy things, and then vice versa. If you win, it comes in, and that makes it play to earn, right? And I definitely understand Mario's what he has to say here, because a lot of times that's how I feel. We go over a lot of things that are considered like crypto gaming, and there's like no crypto in them. So I definitely resonate. I definitely resonate with what he's saying a lot. All right, at least we have like full level 21 pets. And let's come in and try to get here. And how you choose these is like actually really important. So let's see what it costs to kill this. So it costs 10 energy, and we got like 0.59. Let's see what it takes to kill this. So if you start out with level 21 pets after, yeah, all are claimed here, the free gifts. So it went from 90 to 76, which is what? Sorry, my brain. It's like 14. Was it 14 instead of 10? Yeah. So that actually seems like a better value for sure. How long would it take to hit one of these really big ones? Oh, I feel like this thing would crush us, but we'll do the research. So we're going from 176. 176 to 154. I hate doing math on the fly like this. So that was like 176 to 154. 6, so it's like 16. And we got a lot more coins. So it seems like, and my math's probably a little off there. I'm just doing it off cuff. It seems like the bigger things you hit, the better. How do I get the oh, okay. So then each one of these next set of like 4 eggs is correlated to how many like layers you opened up. For some, this might be boring. I mean, a lot of crypto gaming is simple, like overly simple. Like you saw the tank game we were just playing. Tank game was fun, but like I think for a lot of gamers, they're looking for something that at least feels a lot like this, right? At least feels a lot like this. So when you open up the next area, the things that fall give a lot more coin. Actually, it looks like I can't even click on it. It's crazy. Can I not even click these? Very interesting. So then you have the upgrader, right? So you can come in here and you can upgrade different things. So this is where the other currency comes in, right? Coin absorption range. Get more diamonds, pet damage up, pet speed up, pet backpack storage up. Not really sure what the backpack storage is about. And then you can come over to the merge, right? And if you have multiples of the same ones, you can merge them for kind of like the upgrade. Basically, you can use up like a bunch of your little pets that aren't worth much, right? And you can just merge them into your bigger pets, make them stronger. Got almost 10k diamonds. I could do a few upgrades. And there's the diamond chest too. But the money seems more useful to me. Because when you open up the next stage, then you can open up kind of the next level here and get better pets. So I'm going to buy. I barely have enough. Let's open one of these. Egg hatcher. So I got some kind of reward. Maybe. No. Just a little attribute there, and let's open it up. So yeah, so now we have one that's level 24. How much better that is, I don't know. We went way up in the eggs. There's probably rarity to all of these eggs and stuff. That I don't doubt. So let's open one of these money chests, right? See how much it takes us. Just gonna take a second to look at this on my other screen and see how smooth. Yeah, it's running smooth enough. The quality's down a handful, but I'll trade a little bit of quality for the stream actually running smooth. So wow, what was that, like 54 to 120? But we got like 3,000 out of it. I think that's the most we got so far. Believe that to be the biggest chest that we can get. Let's see. So we got 3,000. I wish I had the sound kind of routed for you guys. Let's see. Let me turn it up, see if we got some music. Alright, so at least there's some music playing. Sometimes the music will end and I won't notice. So this looks like the biggest. Let's see if we even have enough to do this. Oh yeah, we should pull them off of that like immediately. 'Cause I don't think we have enough to do this. Yeah, no. That would be good if we had enough damage to do it. We'd probably get like a boatload of coins. Then we got this little pile of gems right here. See how many gems it gives us. Oh, 5. That's not good. So we got like 11 gems. Not worth it. Anyway, so you get kind of the premise of this game. I won't bore you to death with it. We'll move on. Oh, wow. So this 2.5 one is cheaper than the last one on there. But it's not letting me open it. There we go. Let's grab one of those. And so did we get a higher level one? Not really. It was like level 12. That wasn't worth it. See if we can spin some diamonds. Even though this game is, I don't know, could feel a little bit kiddish for sure. I like to see how well their graphics and things feel, how smooth they are, stuff like that. Makes me feel like we're going in a good direction here with crypto, with, you know, blockchain gaming. Point absorption, next level, I don't know, attributes 230. Next level attribution 10k. Get more diamonds. Yeah, that would be nice. Definitely want to get more attack speed. Let's get that up. Are we able to hit any of these yet? No. Oh wait, we can hit these now. Okay, so they're doing a little bit better. Huh. Okay, so now we can finally attack some of these in here. Do have like 6k left. That seemed to dramatically help. So let's hit the 3. Get more diamonds at the rate. Attack speed seems like what you would want. Now we've used up pretty much all of our diamonds, but that's okay if it helps us get more stuff. I don't even know if we don't have enough to even crush this, but whatever. I'll let it run just because I want to move on to the next thing, right? And I don't know how long this game has been being developed. Maybe a year and a half or something like that. See, we ran out of stamina. Now we don't really have enough stamina to finish the box off. Stamina comes in. Okay, I thought it told us how often we get stamina. You can buy it through this currency here. Let's see, do we have a market? Okay, that doesn't work. So there's different worlds, different arenas, shop. So you can really fast travel through here too. That's pretty cool. What is Fantasy World? So they have a lot of stuff coming soon. I don't even know what Fantasy World is. I guess you have to be in it, maybe. Do I want to unlock that? No, I don't. All right, so then you use this portal to like get back to the main game. And this whole thing is called Dragon vs. Neo. Shout out to Prime Minister talking about Mantle just launched. Mantle just launched a new token. Yeah, with 50 million. What's the name of the token, Prime Minister? Did he tell us that part? Or is he gatekeeping that part? So now we're back in like the starting place here. Looks like it's gonna take a second. Come on. What does a totem pole do? Nothing? Okay. So then there's another part of this game that is like Dragon Defense. Is this it? Maybe this is it. It's been a little while since I played this game for sure. Let's see, is this the right thing? Hopefully I went to the right place. Okay. Yeah, now I'm not sure. Did I go to the right place here? Deep caverns. Where's like the beginner? Scorching desert. Okay, this has a 1 next to it. Oh yeah, so we're in the right place actually. All right. So there's like this mini game here. And basically grab one of these, select easy, and then do start. And it starts like a tower defense kind of game. Right? And then you place your character. Oof, not enough energy, right? So it costs 60 to put one down. You see we got up to 45. All right. So after he kills this one, I should have enough. Nope. So we're getting 5 at a time. So it's like a tower defense game. The monsters come out of the portal. You keep placing different characters. It's kind of interesting how you can like just run around. And then you can click on them and upgrade them as well. We could turn the speed up as well. Make it go fast. Because we just started, we haven't upgraded anything. We're probably going to get cooked here. But maybe not. Next, I kind of want to upgrade the attack on our first one. I don't know. I think that this game has a lot of potential as they continue to upgrade and stuff. I really do. And so now you kind of have to choose between upgrading and more attacks as they go along. They'll try to overwhelm you here. Try to spread it out and not put all your stuff. And then you get kind of like a main boss at the end. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't look like they were able to put him down. Nope. It's kind of like on purpose. You're never able to beat the main boss the first time. And then there should be this thing here where you can kind of start upgrading. But I don't have enough to upgrade anything. And the same thing as the other game, you have energy. And so that energy kind of dictates how many games you can play, right? How many rounds you can play. So they moved us to normal, but I don't want to move to normal because we weren't even able to beat the final boss. So it looks like we need to really do the beginning again. Turn up the speed so it's not so slow. And you can see up here like the number of rounds, your health. Every time one gets past and hits your main base, you know, it takes away some health. I do need to route the sound through the audio thing to you guys. Shout out to anybody who's still here. I'm not really sure how high the interest is in a lot of this stuff, to be honest with you. It's DeFi Gaming. It's cool to see projects that are building. We already did our main show, right? But I see the chat is running very stale, which tells me that the interest is pretty low. Or you guys are just soaking it in. I don't know. I'm just on the other side over here trying to figure it out. What do people want to see? What do people not want to see? Let's see, do we got enough to cook this guy or what? I'm not going to get any more upgrades here. Nope, we did not have enough to kill him. Once again. Alright, but we should have enough for an upgrade though. We want to go physical attack, right? Oh, we don't have enough of the blue stuff. If anybody has any questions or anything they want to go over, feel free to let me know. Somebody give me some kind of feedback. Let me know you're alive. Let me know you're here. Not sure what's going on. It does this to me every once in a while where it won't let me put anything down. Yeah, it won't let me put anybody down. What the heck? Wow, it finally worked. That's amazing. Just cooked me for the whole game though, that's for sure. Says, do I work with DeFi? What exactly do you mean by that, Mario? As far as like working with DeFi, like, am I a developer or something like that? No, I don't work with any projects or anything like that. Just a big crypto enthusiast for sure, turned YouTuber. Wish maybe I would wish I had a little bit more skill in the whole coding area and stuff. Very slowly learning a little bit there. My goal of this channel is to raise people's crypto's IQ. That could be anything from making sure you know what interoperability means, you know, key terms in crypto that are used often that I feel like people should know in order to navigate the space, to knowing about projects that are new, you know, knowing about projects that a lot of people maybe don't know about, maybe gives us a cutting edge as far as you know, investing. Although I don't give financial advice, I can at least make sure that we know about projects, right? Oh wow, we just literally by like 300 didn't get that. So anyways, yeah, you know, that's kind of the whole goal of the channel, to bring together community. Also, another huge part of the goal of the channel was to bring together people for us to talk about a lot of this stuff with, because I think most people are like me in your day-to-day life. You don't have many people to even talk about crypto with. So the community allows us to do that. And then also everybody kind of has their own stuff that they're excited about, that they are deep diving or looking at. You know, you might look at privacy coins, I might look at metaverse coins, somebody else might be looking at ZK, you know, roll-up coins or something like that, and we can kind of all put our heads together, right? And we can all kind of figure out how to help each other, or just like everybody's doing their own research, and so they're excited about this or excited about that, and then everybody can kind of give all of that knowledge to in the Discord, and then everybody can collectively read it, and we can get a lot farther with our crypto IQs. You know, how much we know about crypto can go up a lot faster with a collective, you know, hive mind mentality versus all of us individually on our own researching, right? And I'm just trying to lead the pack. I'm not necessarily trying to be, you know, the smartest guy in the world or anything like that. There's plenty of smart people out there. So let's see. It says decentralized finance like lends, borrows, liquidity pools, yield farming, for example. Yeah, I mean, I definitely am, yield farming in certain areas. I have different protocols like this game right here, right? I'm staking with this game, or you could call it yield farming. I'm yield farming with this game. Liquidity pools, I have my hand in that as well, here and there. So have I done it? Yeah, absolutely. Do I stake like every little thing that I own? Do I know? There's so many. It seems like every day we talk about a new like lending and borrowing protocol. So, there are so many of them, but we talk about them all the time. And we talk about them all the time, like Turtle. Turtle is a new coin that's been out. I can bring it up in a minute probably. But kind of the new thing in like a lot of yield farming and stuff is the idea that you have a project. Sorry, I'm playing and trying to talk at the same time. So like kind of the newer idea in a lot of this is that you have a project that's kind of aggregating all the different opportunities in DeFi, like liquidity pools and staking and yield farming and all of this different stuff across multiple chains, right? This is what Turtle does. You could look it up on CoinGecko, and it kind of brings you the best, percentages of return across different blockchains. So it's basically its job to figure out what is giving the highest rates of returns and stuff. Now, can't say that I've used it, but I love that idea, and I like to see more projects integrate with it, and I'd like to see more projects adopt that idea where you're not just locked in on their chain. If a better opportunity, somebody's given a higher APY or APR somewhere else, then you go ahead and just get moved right over there. I don't know if you have to manually do it. I don't know if you have to, physically do it, or if it does it for you. Be nice if it did it for you, right? Just kept you constantly moved into, the biggest opportunity. That would be really cool. So yeah, I mean, Mobox is one. I've been in a liquidity pool with Mobox for a long time, literally years. I really hope the project at some point really breaks ground. I like it because it's gaming. It's a lot of things going on. Matter of fact, for a lot of the commentary that you've said, Mario, I could see you very much interested in Mobox. I mean, it's hard to believe anybody wouldn't be interested in Mobox. But Mobox has a mobile app. It has all kinds of stuff. So I think you guys get the point of this. I don't have much engagement, so after this round, I'm gonna shut this down and we'll get back to where we were. Blues guy, if you're still out there, drop a comment or something. Let me know you're still here. You want to play some more rounds of Panzer Dog? Just wanted to show off this game a little bit, although the way it's set up is a little different than most games, right? Like you got to play a lot more time of playability than just maybe what you're used to, than just like the stereotypical simple two-dimensional game. But then there's a lot to unpack, honestly, when it comes to a lot of this, because you have one camp of people who are really used to Grand Theft Auto or Call of Duty or something like that. Like they want a game that's 3D, they want a game that's high intensity, they want a game that's well put together, well developed, AAA game status, right? Which is hard right now for developers and people to develop in crypto games because of the blockchain technology, because everything is very much immutable. Everybody wants play to earn. Mario said earlier, like, where's the crypto in the games? And there's plenty of them where it's there, but I assume I read into it a little bit more. I assume he means like, where are we earning crypto, right? Where are we making money? Play to earn games is a great idea, but nobody has really mastered how to bring the money in and distribute the money out to the point where it's worth people's time playing, like gets people excited. Whether it's worth it or not is a different matter, but like, does it get people excited is a different kind of thing. And so then it's like, okay, well, now you got to get people excited, so you got to give enough reward away. But if you give too much reward away, it runs the coffers dry unless you have enough money coming in. It's kind of a whole headache, to be honest with you. It seems to be very difficult to get all the way through the whole thing and sustain it. Like Axie Infinity was popping for a while, but it couldn't sustain. And many, and I mean many other projects that I've played couldn't sustain either, and were not really able to keep the yield they were giving away. Same thing with yield farming. I mean, I've been involved in projects that had 12,000% yield farming, and it was great. I mean, it was great for, a week. And then after a week, like, they couldn't sustain it. You watched it slowly drop, which was fine for a while. But a lot of people then pulled their money and left because they saw the yield dropping. In the earlier days, I don't think everybody realized. Everybody was so caught up in the craze. I don't think people realize how unsustainable, like, even 100% yield is to a project. Like, they have to be able to really produce enough money constantly in order for that to really work. And so, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. But somebody's going to crack the code. So, and the game, the Panzerdog game that we were playing, Prime Minister could talk a lot about this. But Prime Minister pointed out that game to us. And it's play to own, right? It's not necessarily play to earn, it's play to own, which is a kind of a totally different concept altogether. I'm getting cooked a little bit here. It's like you're always behind the curve unless you play the levels that you're already better than the level, if that makes sense to anybody. So you constantly are like going back and playing the levels that you already beat. Right now we're playing a new level. It's way above our capabilities here. Alright, cool. It says, I prefer doing it by myself, directing protocols instead of using games for that. Web3 gaming at this time, it's grind hard for leaderboards. Yeah. And I don't really love that either. I'm right there with you, Mario, that I'm not a big fan of the leaderboard way. And I've seen some games where like there was more than leaderboard, but most of them are that way. It's so that like it's so that you have less to give away, really, and it's more sustainable. I mean, to me, that's really the truth of the matter, is it's more sustainable because they have to give less away. When you say I prefer doing it myself directly in protocols instead of using games for that, I'm not sure what you're referring to. If you're referring to Mobox, maybe. I don't know if you know what Mobox is. I don't do it in the game. I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to. But anyways, maybe you could give me a little bit more understanding of what you're saying when you say I prefer to do it myself directly in protocols. Also, if it's a lot to type, we can always, if you're in the Discord, I highly recommend it. We can hop in a voice chat, and it's just like a big phone call, and we can all chat, or just me and you, because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of people right this second. Good for streamers and creators because a lot of content games coming out almost every day. But real and sustainable economies, it's hard. Yeah. Yes, referring to DeFi. Yeah. So doing it myself directly in protocols. Yeah, for sure. I see what you're saying, because there are some games where you like stake inside the game and stuff. I don't know if you're familiar with Mobox. Mobox has its own like farming protocol. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up. I'll show you. And let me switch us back so you can see what I got going on. And, Mobox is not the end-all, be-all of games, for sure. I do like what they're doing, because a lot of projects don't have much to show, right? There's a lot of projects that have been around for forever that consider themselves gaming DeFi and stuff, and they don't have a playable game, or they have a playable game that is really lame. You know, like, I like the idea of Panzer Dogs here. It is two-dimensional. It's not a 3D game. It's very simple, but it's fun. But this is in beta, you know? I hope that they're going to innovate. I hope that they're going to keep adding things, different game modes, like stuff like that. Keep people interested, have NFTs and different things, and keep it rolling, right? And I think going a play to earn or a play to own versus a play to earn, I think will keep them more sustainable for a long time. But then you have other games that have nothing to show. This is Mobox, right? Dragon Neoverse. This is the game that we were literally just playing. It's one of the incubations. It's in collaboration with Arbitrum, right? So I think it's really cool of a project for them to put out, but they have many, many other projects. So first and foremost, the foundation of this whole ecosystem is, you know, this farming, this staking, right? And of course, I have seen this thing drop considerably. Now, all of my actual assets for this are on another computer. So you're not going to see any actual assets here. But I've actually, so I'll have to, if you're really interested in it or you don't believe me or something, I could screenshot it and then send it into the Discord kind of thing. But I've been staking over here for years and years. And then so you get Mobox, so you earn Mobox as a liquidity liquidity pool between Mobox and BNB. And if you're familiar with this stuff, like this actual project, you could just say so, and I won't talk your ear off about it, right? Because this is for you and it's not for me to just regurgitate. So, and then they have NFTs, which are called Momos. And when you have Momos, they do now via upgrade, but they automatically go into this little mining pool, and it will mine you Mobox as well. Mobox has been as high as like $16, $17. Right now it's trading, you know, almost like every crypto coin. It's way down. I think it's trading at like 10, 15 cents or something like that. So everybody's hoping it's going to go up. But then you have the actual Momos. I'll have to go to the market because this is not my regular wallet. And then you'll see, like, here you go. Here's a level 40, and I can transfer or filter, I mean, through different things. Like, we could look at rares, we could look at epics. I can put them low to high, high to low, all of that fun stuff. But anyways, they're cheap right now. You know, you can get in here, you can get 29 now. This is very much just kind of like mining and stuff. Maybe you could say this is in-game, but all this is holding NFTs in an NFT pool that have mining capabilities. Now, you can upgrade these. You know, these got higher things because they're upgraded. These are level 1s, but if you come into the higher price ones, you know, a lot of them are probably higher level than that. Then they have rarities. It's like trading cards. There's a lot of different things here, right? You can do different types. Let's bring up legendaries, which a lot of times you can't even find them. And you can see these legendaries are expensive, you know, $3,000, $5,000. I remember when a lot of the legendaries were, I remember when the epics were like, you know, a lot of money. These people are probably just smoking some dopium on the whole $52,000 thing. But a lot of these used to go for 10 to 12 grand all day long. They've come down a lot. And then you can see that your regulars are just down. But why is it important? Because kind of the foundation of this whole game is that you buy those, and then they come into this mining pool. So then you could be earning from your liquidity pool. Then you're also earning from your NFTs. Well, then they have games, and they have all of this on a mobile app as well that works pretty well in my opinion. So then you have, okay, this is the game we were actually just playing. That's actually not what I wanted to bring up. So then they have, come on, let's go back to Mobox. What happened there? All right, cool. So then they have different games, and a lot of these games range from very simple to not as simple. Then you have the Momoverse. Blues guy says ready. All right, hold on one second. I was explaining something to Mario here. Hopefully, it's not unsolicited. Hopefully, he wanted to know this. But anyways, they've actually built games, and you can play them right on your phone. They work well. It's pretty cool. They have kind of a Momoverse. It is a little bit simple, two-dimensional for sure. Their metaverse here. But what I like about it is there is the opportunity to get the NFTs for free. Now you do have to own one of their NFT characters. They're cheap if you can find them. They're hard to find. When they first came out, I scooped up quite a few of them. So if you really wanted one, I could sell you one. I just sell that to everybody, right? I'm sure you're probably not interested in this. Now it's not connecting. Weird. But anyways, you can go in the Momoverse. It's a whole thing. They have several different games, right? My point is they're really building something. They have a foundational level of liquidity pools and NFT staking, mining. So I think it's a pretty cool project compared to a lot of projects that consider themselves DeFi gaming. But honestly, they don't do anything, and they don't have any game, and there's nothing you can play. There's nothing you can do, you know? Yeah, and I could go into way more explanation. I just don't want to overdo it, right? I just don't want to just totally overload you with it. Take a look at it yourself. I think it's pretty cool. That I didn't know anything about that project. Thank you for the explanation. I would take a look, but still I prefer to go into Uniswap and create my own pools. Okay. So you just create your own pools, right? That's very interesting. I'm not a big fan of Uniswap personally. Can you do that with PancakeSwap as well? And see, Mario, you're the perfect type of person who we love to have in the community because you bring wealth to the community. There's something specific that you like to do that you can educate us on. I've been, involved in many liquidity pools and stuff, and I've gone to PancakeSwap and 50-50 split into liquidity pools and stuff like that. You have to worry a lot about diminishing returns. It's just a lot to keep track of. So I usually don't stay in them very long because as soon as they start diminishing, I pull out of them. But yeah, my overall point, Mario, was that you could totally, tell us everything you know. This is a place for us, and the community is it's all about education here. So the community is really ready to soak up knowledge if you have knowledge. So feel free to tell us about, and even myself, I'm very interested. Tell us how you set up a liquidity pool on Uniswap. Tell us how that's been going for you. If you know how, make a little screen recorded video and just show us how you do it. Make one by proxy or something like that. I don't know the ins and outs, but if it's possible, and show us how you do it and put us on game. Maybe we'll come stake in your pool, We're all about supporting each other here. And I just love when people have real interest. You have different level people who come into this group, and over time it's going to be the same way, where you have people who are really deep into crypto and doing a lot of stuff, which it sounds like you do. And then you have people who are fresh and brand new, and you just kind of have everybody in between. So if we all kind of help the people who don't know get up, learn from the OGs who come in who know more than us, and we just keep it educational and not egotistical, we're all going to grow, and we're all going to continue to do better and better in our earnings and knowing where opportunities are, all of that fun stuff. And with that, I'll kind of, stop beating that drum a little bit. But I just think that it's a really cool opportunity for community. And honestly, I tried to find... I didn't want to do all this work and live stream and all this different stuff. I had a good business going. I was making plenty of money for sure. And I'm not making jack right now. And I put all that down to build this out because I see that there's a need for it. And there's nobody doing it. So hopefully it works out. Every new business venture is risky. Let's put it that way. And plus I love it and I enjoy it. Far more passionate about it than, say, what I used to do for a living. And you got to ask yourself a lot of hard questions, and I'm just talking with whoever is hearing me right now, but you got to ask yourself a lot of hard questions a lot of times. Do I want to stay in this business and make great money, but I'm not really passionate about it? I don't particularly love the work. I live in Florida. It's hot as hell out here, and it does require me to be out in the sun a lot. And how long am I going to be able to do that, right? One day I'm going to hit an age where I just absolutely can't do it, or I just don't want to do it anymore. So I'd rather build something, right? I'm very entrepreneurial. I don't have anybody to talk to, so I'm just talking about myself. Hopefully that doesn't offend people. Some people get weird about that. But, you know, I'm very entrepreneurial, and I like to start businesses and have visions, and I don't like to stay in one place for a long time. Yeah, Blues Guy said he's interested. Honestly, Mario, you know, if you don't feel up to it, you don't want to do it, no worries. But there's a lot of people in this community that would be very interested in it. You would have a lot of people's attention. So just throwing that out there, including my own. Matter of fact, Mario, if you wanted to, I'd even bring you on the channel, you know, so you could give us a lowdown on it if you wanted to. El Cheeto in the house. Glad to see that El Cheeto's still here. El Cheeto, I appreciate you, man. Big time. For always coming to the streams, being super supportive, throwing chats, you know. Really, really appreciate you, brother. Sorry, Mario. I see that you dropped a comment. I will read it in just a second. Let's see if we can pull another win out here. Bang, bang. He's down. Got him. Ooh, hit that health. Oh wait, that's not Blue Sky, that's somebody else. Alright, Blue Sky still got plenty of health. I'll take it. Got him. Back up. Let me cover you. Dang. I was trying to cover you, man. El Cheeto says one love. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know it. Blues Guy, hit that health, brother. Hit that health. Trying to leave it open for you so you can get that health. Alright, I'm snagging it then. Let's go. Oh, he's getting fought. Bang, bang. Alright, he says, basically, I lend my coins, take a borrow, create IPs, or put in protocols that have bigger APRs. Okay, so basically I lend my coins, take a borrow. See, you already lost me there a little bit, because what do you mean by take a borrow? Like a loan? So you lend your coins to a protocol and then take a loan and create IPs or put in protocols that have bigger APR. Like, I follow, but I don't know exactly what you mean. I can roughly make sense of what you're saying, just with my basic understanding of liquidity pools and stuff. But if I had to, like, go do that, I probably wouldn't know what to do. How long have we been live streaming here? 3 hours we're rolling into on a Friday night. Melissa, are you still here? Who's still here with us? No Garden Warrior tonight. New Zealand must be popping right now. Or his garden is popping is what I mean. And Blues guy. I do have the Blues guy question of the day. Shoot through that thing. Very annoying. Just missing everybody out here. Wait, do these people have more health than usual? What's going on? Got one, finally. Although overall, we've been cooking. Ooh, Blues guy, get this health. Get this health. Oh wait, is that? Yeah, this Blues guy, get this health. That health. Gotta watch your health, brother. Oh wow, I really cooked that guy. Ooh, I'm so close to hitting level 12. All right, I got one more in me here, one more. It's a shame that we can't play stake no more. I'm gonna probably try it again at some point. But I'm probably gonna give it a little bit of time before we do that. Got him. Got another one. Nice. So glad this thing is running smooth finally. It is fun to chill and play some game, but not when it's lagging. I know nobody's enjoying it at all. It's pretty funny. Back up. I got you. Got you coming in hot. And this guy's got a lot of health. Don't forget to heal up. Get this health. Get that health. Got him. Cooked. He said, but this is not so simple. It requires knowledge and awareness of the associated risks. If you want, I did use some protocols that I use. DM. I DM'd you. Okay. Yeah. Good game. Yeah. I wasn't sure if you meant good game or gotta go. Oh, I got a salt emoji. I don't even know what that means, but I did level up. Do I got enough to open a chest? Let's go. No, I don't. Nope. 733. Says he DM'd me some of the protocols that he uses. Let's check that out. Messages. Accept. Hey, Mario, what's your name? So that I know, because I got several in here. I'm assuming you must be Oscar, maybe? Maybe not. A voice channel? Yeah, maybe you're not Oscar. I don't know. Where did you DM me, Mario? On pending. Clear out some of these. Yeah, Mario, just let me know what your name is. When you say you DM me, do you mean on Discord, I'm assuming? It says I'll send a message on Discord. Yeah, I wasn't sure where you were referring to. And I think that's all the game of this I got in me for right now, for sure. We talked about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Another successful stream. Fun Friday night, if you ask me. Head and close some things out. Bang, bang. Said he messaged on Discord. Okay, I found you. I believe. I mean, I ask if you want. Yep, that looks like the same picture as you got on here. Surprisingly, we didn't play around a Dark Star tonight. I guess I'll have to save that for another day. Will there be a stream tomorrow? I don't know. It'll be announced in the Discord. Remember, Fridays are kind of bonus streams for me. They're not necessarily, or Saturday is kind of a bonus stream for me. It's not necessarily guaranteed. But there probably will be. So yeah. All right, everybody. I'll continue chatting in the Discord with Mario. Blues Guy, have a great night. We'll probably save the Blues Guy question for another day just because there's really not a lot of people here. Just El Cheeto, really. And me, you, and Mario. So we'll save that for another day. This was pretty interesting. Maybe I'll post what I find about Firo in the mining. I got to figure out which one of these I have, right? And if it's worth doing. A lot of interesting questions, a lot of interesting things covered. Was a great stream. Absolutely love everybody. Appreciate all of you, especially anybody who's here right this second, because you guys stayed all the way to the end. So have a great night, everybody. Stay underground, stay crypto, stay in the Discord. Link in the description. And get yourself a cold storage ledger wallet if you don't have one. Also a link in the description. And I will catch everybody hopefully tomorrow. If not, then the next day. And we'll start the week strong again with our Sunday check-in. Good night, everybody. Oh, I see Melissa's still here. Good night. Good night, El Cheeto. If anybody has anything or they want to chat in the voice chat or something, just let me know in the Discord and I'll hop on in. All right, good night, everybody. Crypto Ron out.